Hey guys, it is Wednesday night. Tomorrow's Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody. I hope that you're having a safe, warm, comfortable break from work, and you're going to enjoy a really good meal with your loved ones and people you care about, somebody you care about. I'm going to make the video first thing in the morning. That's my intention anyway. I got to work out in the morning also, but my intention is early in the morning I'll have the video up for the part 2 of the thermogenic induced, dietary induced thermogenics. I'm really sorry I would have had it up sooner, but been busy with work and so much going on and a lot to do getting ready with the Arnold, coupled with at this time of year, of course, some of the other things that we try to get involved in require a lot of time this time of year. This is a busy time of year for these kind of things, and it's always a balance game, trying to weigh out and figure out, where our resources are best utilized, and what should we do next, where the best investment lies, what will we get the most return out of, so it's always a constant battle trying to figure out what to do, what's the right move to make. Do you take as much money as it is requiring to go to do the Arnold, with everything that's involved in that, all the crap that you have to have manufactured and shipped, for the booth, right, for the appearance of the booth. Then there's the hotel reservations. Then there's, it's just your airline tickets, and it doesn't stop. It's just so much stuff that you got to keep spending money on, and it really tallies up. So you figure by the time you've spent like thousands of dollars, and you're not even there yet, right? Is that the best investment? Or if you took those same thousands of dollars, that you didn't just pick off of a tree to begin with, and go out and feed fucking people, how many presents can that buy for kids? How many meals can that put in people's stomachs? How much clothing can that provide? How much, where are those resources best utilized? Where will you make to have the most impact? But so I'm doing the Arnold. The whole struggle with me is I don't want to get to the point where I'm doing things because of any sense of ego, if you can understand what I'm saying with that. I don't ever want it to get to where I have to question and say, am I doing this for the betterment of the cause of what I actually truly am trying to do, the real nuts and bolts of what it really is about? Or am I now doing this, to stroke my own ego, to gratify my own ego or my own standing? Am I doing this for Jim Vest, or am I doing this that other people, it's going to benefit other people? There's a quote. And this just on the fly off the top of my head. Let me see if I can get the quote right. That kind of sums it up. And the quote is, show me a man of faith without works, and I will show you a man with works which show his faith. Yeah. And you can take that however you want. You can take that it's something from the Bible, or you can take that to be, your work and your faith can be faith in anything. Your works and your efforts and your measures and your intents can be anything. I know what it is to me. Anyhow, I think that, the Arnold is going to be, I don't want it to be just all about fun, because it's just too much money to spend. It's too much money, and there's just too much that needs to be done. And I'm not going to fucking lie to you. It torments me sometimes. Because it is to the point where I'm actually spending more of my own money than ever now. Because I still want to do more, and we're not there yet. And there's so much more that needs to be fucking done. And it's not hard. If out of all our subscribers, right? Now, there have been people who donated. There have been people who have been very generous. But when you're talking percentage-wise of all the subscribers that we have, and first off, nobody owes anybody a fucking thing. So don't get the impression I'm trying to say that. I'm not. But if every subscriber gave $1 a month, okay? If every subscriber committed a $12 donation to the cause for the year, you know how much money that would be? That would be enough money to do so much. You could build a fucking building with that money. I mean, there's so much you could do. Then the challenge would be really to think, where will I get the most bang for the buck out of this? But no matter how you went with it, you're going to improve somebody's quality of life somewhere. I mean, you're going to have some impact. So, you know, and maybe that's, you know, I don't know how, well, you know, I don't know how I'm trying to put this or say it. You know, I'm just using you guys as a sounding board, that's all. And like I said, there's a core center, the ball of mass that everything revolves around, is a smaller percentage of the membership that really embodies what this is about. And you guys, man, are awesome, incredible people. And each and every one of you guys, I can't keep secrets to myself. I can't, because I get too excited about it. You know, when I have any little good thing that I think is good, it really brightens my day. So I can't, it makes me smile to think about it. So I got to share it with you. Fuck it, it's a secret. But I'm going to let it out. You know, I wanted to send Christmas cards, you know, nice Christmas cards, to everybody that has purchased anything, you know, any Gorilla with a Cause gear, or has donated anything. You guys will all be getting, you know, I got a spreadsheet. I do have a spreadsheet now. And you guys will all be getting a Christmas card from us. So, yeah, I know, it's not like a huge deal. But we don't have a lot to, you know, it's a thankless job. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's a thankless job, man. But then again, it's not. I mean, the reward, you're improving people's quality of life. I mean, when you think about it, traditionally, Thanksgiving to me and my family has always been a big deal, where a lot of people fill the house, and the house is always so warm because you have the older ones amongst you, and they're chilly, so the house has to be even warmer than you can stand. Plus, they're cooking, so it's always warm. And you know, this was as I was growing up, and there's always so much food. There's so many different dishes and different, all kind of, a whole cornucopia of shit to eat. There's more than you can possibly eat. There's plenty of leftovers for everybody to take some, and you'll be eating that for the next few days and nights if that's what you want to do. There's so much to go around. And at the same time, the whole time I was enjoying these fucking incredible, you know, just feasts, there were people that were cold, and there were people that were, you know, hungry. And you don't think about it, and it's a bummer. And life is tough enough, man. Life is enough. Doing the right thing just for yourself and your family is tough enough. Getting up and going out into the world, as demeaning as it can be sometimes, as challenging as it can be sometimes on your sanity even, and as cruel, you know, and selfish as it can be sometimes, you know, that's enough on your plate. So when you have the chance to smile and be happy, you don't want to stop and think about these things. And I'm not suggesting that anybody does. Nobody can deny you hardworking people, you know, your moments of solitude and joy. But just my own self as a kid, it never occurred to me that amidst all of that I had, that there were people at that moment, as I was sitting down with my family to enjoy this meal, that sometimes it was too hot for me in the house, or it was too crowded, or I don't know, occasionally. And amidst all that, at the same moment, there were people, plenty of people that were cold and hungry in the world. Plenty of people. There are people in the world that will never even see a table full of food like that. We'll never see a table full of food like that. So, you know, I wish there was more that I could do. I wish there was more that we all could do. But we can just try. I mean, I don't even know if what I'm doing amounts to a hill of beans, or what any of us are doing. I don't know. But, like the quote says, show me a man of faith without works, and I'll show you a man with works to show his faith. It's just another way of saying that action speaks louder than words. So, it's all I got. I'm just a fucking human being, flawed. We all fall short, and I just do what I can do, like any of the rest of us. But I want everybody to have an awesome Thanksgiving, man, and a safe Thanksgiving, and enjoy yourselves, and God bless. And I know there are people out there, share the same religious beliefs as me, and that's fine. We can all be ourselves. It's fine, and I tried to pick Christmas cards that weren't like overly religious, but at the same time weren't, they're subtly still kind of lean toward that we're all in this together kind of thing, spiritually, that kind of thing, that we're all brothers and sisters, and we are our brother's keeper. We should be. Big job. But it's a big job to be your own keeper, isn't it? But at the same time, so don't be offended if you're from another religion or whatever, or you're of no particular religion or affiliation or whatever, and I send you a Christmas card, man. It's if any of you guys send me a card that's of another religion, then and actually my own personal beliefs are a conglomeration of a whole lot of things, because I don't see a lot of contradictions. I I read things in the book I quote, and I see things in the world that other people of faith denounce, that I don't see a justification for the denouncement. I don't see it in what I believe, and I don't see it, so I don't know. But anyway, like I said, if somebody of another faith or whatever even thought of me and sent me a card on one of their own holidays, whether you celebrate Christmas or not, I'm not going to be offended. I'm going to be grateful and humbled. So please don't be offended if you don't believe in Christmas and I send you a Christmas card. All right, that's it. This isn't even a video I started up to make tonight. I wanted to go on a whole different angle with this. So I'll come back and do that in a minute. And like I said, I'll try and get part 2 up. I will get part 2 up tomorrow of the diet-induced thermogenesis. So thanks for the understanding and the patience, and again, have an awesome holiday.